Faith is a concept we often associate with religion, a core tenet in many belief systems. But what role does faith play in Buddhism? Is it blind acceptance or something more profound? At first glance, one might dismiss the need for faith in a philosophy as rooted in logic and mindfulness as Buddhism. But as we delve deeper, we'll uncover that faith in Buddhism is not about dogmatic belief, but a transformative and experiential journey. This video explores the nuanced understanding of faith in Buddhism, its evolution, and its practical implications in modern life. 1. The definition of shraddha. Faith in Buddhism. In Buddhism, shraddha transcends the conventional idea of faith as blind belief. Rooted in trust and confidence, shraddha embodies an understanding that comes from recognizing the Buddha's enlightenment and his realization of the ultimate truths of life, the Four Noble Truths, and the Eightfold Path. The word shraddha itself carries profound meaning. In Pali, it denotes trusting heart or confidence, implying an openness to explore and verify the teachings rather than a rigid belief system. The Buddha encouraged this active engagement, making shraddha the cornerstone of spiritual progress. Illustrative example. Imagine standing at the base of a mountain, unsure if the summit offers the breathtaking view others describe. Hearing someone who has climbed it say, "The view is worth it," you decide to trust them, but you're not content with just hearing about it. You want to climb and see for yourself. That trust to begin the climb is shraddha. This trust, however, must be balanced with critical inquiry, as the Buddha cautioned against amula shraddha, or rootless faith. Such belief, lacking substance, risks leading practitioners astray. Like a tree without roots, it can't withstand the winds of doubt. Historical perspective. During the Buddha's time, many seekers were skeptical of his teachings. Yet, his ability to explain profound concepts in simple, relatable ways inspired confidence in even the most doubtful minds. For instance, Sariputta, one of his foremost disciples, initially doubted the Buddha, but was drawn to his teachings after witnessing their practical wisdom. 2. Beyond blind belief, experiential faith. Experiential faith, or akaravati shraddha, is the hallmark of Buddhist practice. Unlike dogmatic adherence to ideas, this faith arises from personal verification of the teachings. The Buddha emphasized that practitioners must see for themselves, likening faith to the process of discovering the truth through direct experience. The Kalama Sutta. In this famous discourse, the Buddha advises the Kalama people not to accept teachings based on tradition, authority, or hearsay, but to evaluate their merit through personal experience. This scientific approach to faith distinguishes Buddhism from many other traditions. Modern example. Take mindfulness meditation, for instance. A person suffering from anxiety might initially doubt its efficacy. However, upon practicing regularly and observing their mind's gradual calmness, they gain confidence in its transformative power. This newfound faith is not blind, but grounded in personal experience. Metaphor. Faith in Buddhism is like tasting a fruit. Someone may describe its sweetness, but until you take a bite yourself, the description remains theoretical. Experiential faith ensures you savor the fruit rather than relying on second-hand accounts. The 5 types of faith. The Buddha categorized human belief into 5 types, showing how faith can vary widely in its origins. Shraddha, blind faith, believing merely because one was raised in a certain tradition. Story. A child born into a Buddhist family may initially follow rituals without understanding their purpose, exemplifying shraddha as blind faith. Ruchi, faith based on preference, liking an idea and accepting it because it resonates emotionally. Example: someone might be drawn to the concept of reincarnation simply because it aligns with their personal hope of continuity after death. Anusaya, faith in authority. Believing something because a trusted figure endorses it. Illustration: a student trusting their teacher's spiritual insights without testing them. Dithi, faith in logic. Believing based on intellectual reasoning without deeper exploration. Context: a philosopher might accept the Buddhist doctrine of impermanence because it logically explains change in the world, but stops short of practicing mindfulness to experience it. Acharyavada, faith based on agreement. Believing in ideas that align with one's worldview. Example: a person supporting karma because it aligns with their sense of justice. The Buddha taught that true faith transcends these forms and blossoms through direct practice and insight. 4. Faith as a seed. The agricultural analogy. The Buddha's comparison of faith to a seed in the Kasibharadvaja Sutta beautifully encapsulates its transformative potential. Just as a seed requires fertile soil, water, and sunlight to grow, faith in Buddhism flourishes when nurtured by wisdom, panya, moral discipline, sayala, and mindfulness, sati. Detailed analogy. Faith is the seed, representing the initial trust in the Buddha's teachings. Wisdom is the sunlight, illuminating the path. Moral discipline is the fertile soil, providing a solid foundation for spiritual growth. Mindfulness is the water, sustaining and nourishing the seed as it grows into a strong tree. Illustrative story. In ancient India, a farmer named Bharadvaja, initially skeptical of the Buddha's teachings, likened spiritual practice to plowing fields. The Buddha responded by comparing faith to planting seeds, explaining how diligence and ethical living yield inner peace. Moved by this analogy, Bharadvaja became a devoted disciple. The balance between faith and doubt. In Buddhism, doubt is not a hindrance but a stepping stone to deeper understanding. The Buddha often encouraged his disciples to question his teachings, knowing that authentic faith emerges through resolved doubts. Example from Scripture. When Ananda doubted his ability to attain enlightenment, the Buddha reassured him that doubt was natural but urged him to persist in his practice. Ananda's journey exemplifies how faith and doubt coexist, driving spiritual growth. Modern context. In today's world, where information is abundant, skepticism often prevails. Buddhism offers a path that welcomes inquiry, allowing individuals to engage critically with its teachings rather than accepting them blindly. 6. Practical applications of Buddhist faith. Today, faith in Buddhism is not confined to monasteries. It is deeply relevant to everyday life. By applying Buddhist principles, individuals can navigate challenges with clarity and resilience. Applications. Mindfulness. Regular meditation helps cultivate inner peace and focus. Example: a busy professional finding solace in 10 minutes of mindful breathing daily. Ethical living. Practicing non-harming, ahimsa, fosters harmony in relationships. Example: choosing plant-based meals to reduce harm to animals. Compassion. Helping others creates meaningful connections. Real-life story. A community leader inspired by Buddhist teachings starts a volunteer group to support underprivileged families. 7. Faith across Buddhist traditions. Faith takes diverse forms across Theravada, Mahayana, and Vajrayana traditions, each emphasizing unique aspects of spiritual practice. Theravada focuses on confidence in the Buddha's teachings, relying heavily on scriptural wisdom and meditation practices. Example: Practitioners in Sri Lanka reciting the Dhammapada as a source of inspiration. Mahayana highlights faith in bodhisattvas and the altruistic path of compassion. Example: a Japanese devotee chanting the Lotus Sutra to cultivate faith in Avalokiteshvara, bodhisattva of compassion. Vajrayana centers on guru devotion, viewing the teacher-student relationship as essential for spiritual awakening. Example: Tibetan practitioners receiving blessings from their Lama as a symbol of transformative faith. 8. Historical reflections on faith in Buddhism. Faith has played a pivotal role in Buddhism's historical journey. From the Ashokan era to the modern day, it has been a catalyst for both personal transformation and cultural change. Ashoka's conversion. Known for his brutal conquests, Emperor Ashoka experienced a profound shift after embracing Buddhism. His faith inspired him to adopt policies of nonviolence and promote the Dharma throughout his empire. This transformation serves as a testament to the power of Buddhist faith to influence individuals and society. Spread of Buddhism. As faith in the Buddha's teachings grew, it transcended geographical boundaries, traveling along the Silk Road to China, Korea, and Japan. Each culture adapted the teachings, enriching the Buddhist tradition while preserving its core principles. Faith in Buddhism is not about blind belief, but a journey of exploration and understanding. It's an invitation to trust the Buddha's insights while cultivating your wisdom and compassion. As you walk the path, may your faith be like a seed, nurtured by practice and blossoming into profound realization. Begin your journey today. Meditate, question, and explore the teachings. Let your heart guide you to truths that resonate deeply, transforming your life and the world around you.